What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Oh, hey, look who it is. Hey, we just got graced with somebody's presence. What's up, Lincoln? He's got a bed down here now. How y'all doing today? Happy Sunday. Last day of GenCon. You're not there. I'm not there. So thought, you know what? Why don't we hang out? Go over the GenCon list and see what games we're not checking out right now. Now, full disclosure, I've been out of the loop the last 6-7 weeks or so I outside of like 18 Memorial Gorge, That's about the only game I know that's gonna be there. And obviously, I know some of the like Raising Chicago is there, stuff like that. But there are very few games that I actually know are coming out at GenCon. So this is gonna be a surprise to me too. So we're gonna go through the BGG list, and we'll go through it together, and y'all can give me your input and your thoughts and everything. We can sort it in different ways, because I'm looking at this. The preview list has 621 games on it right now. By the way, if I tend to be looking down, I have the Reds Braves game that's supposed to be played last night, got rained out, and anyway at Bristol Motor Speedway. So I'm not watching it. I'm just keeping an eye on it. Just being honest with you. Speaking of being honest, like, bruh, like, we're not gonna cry today, all right? Let's not. But that said, this money is to help us move as well as upgrade the studio. The move seems like a good thing. Like it's going to happen. What I mean is, like, we're gonna find a home is what I'm trying to say. I still have not signed the lease, so that is definitely a serious stressor still. But that should be happening hopefully next week. We have to be out of here in 28 days. So anyway, if you would like to support the campaign, the GoFundMe, the link is in chat, and then when we switch to the other screen, you'll be able to, there's a QR code that you can go and support the channel and the GoFundMe. And to everybody that has, thank you so much. Yeah. All right, you ready to do this, dude? Couldn't care less. Dude is just out. Okay, Rob is messaging me. What is this? Okay. Good news, we have graphics for this week. Rob's going camping, so I had to grab him before he went camping to do the graphics up for this week. Y'all probably don't care. I'm taking my tea bag. I did not do a loose leaf tea today. It's just regular old English breakfast. So, cheers. This is going to burn like hell. Ah, that's good, though. Yeah, didn't oversteep. We're okay. We're doing all right. So, yeah, our original goal was 19,000. Y'all are crushing it. That's crazy. But at this point, let's see how high we can go, because the more donations we get, the more we can upgrade the studio. We have been internally talking about ideas, but I haven't locked anything down yet, and when I do, I will let everybody that's supporting know. Also, you get swag if you want it. It's there. So let's go look at that. So the shirts, there are short sleeve, long sleeve, women's shirts and hoodies available. So cool. All right. All right. Let's do this, shall we? Let's get to it. All right. So currently it's sorted by publisher. I mean, we could do it by thumbs, but let's not do it that way. I don't think. Probably, honestly, how I was thinking of doing it was by playtime, high to low. Now, does that mean that there aren't good 15, 20-minute games? No. But let's face it, Jakob and many of y'all, that's not why you're here. Those aren't the games you come to Heavy Cardboard to check out. So, does that mean they're better? No. Do some overstay? Yes. But, I'm thinking playtime, high to low. So, let's see. Okay. Is that like diplomacy? Is that a reprint? Oh, it's Renegade. I don't care. We're going to move on. They didn't pay me for the last sponsored stream, so sorry. Renegade's not on the channel. We can move on. Risk. Now, you might be asking yourself, What's up with Risk Legacy? It's coming. I know April 1st was the last time we did it. It's been a few months, but it's coming. In fact, oh, look. If y'all aren't used to my tangents here, let's not put that there. There we go. If you're not used to my tangents, then welcome to Heavy Cardboard. We're going to be doing that, and let's face it, Sunday afternoon. Where are you going to go, right? You're just hanging out. So let me look at what content we got coming up this week, because it got me thinking about, I was going to schedule it, but didn't for this week. But what do we have? Arcs, a little game called Arcs. Our third campaign game is going to be on Tuesday night. I don't know, something about that, whatever. For the patrons only, we are doing a behind-the-scenes learning game of Tycoon India 1981 on Wednesday. Then Thursday at 7 p.m., we are doing Power Grid Central Europe with new power plants. Then on Friday at noon, Kyle and I are busting out some home worlds. And then Friday at 7 p.m., we are doing Age of Steam Madagascar 5-player. So that's what we got coming up this week. You turn it up in here or what, dude? I mean, just because it's getting demolished don't mean we have to get ahead of it. Like, hi. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. All right. Okay, so anyway, Risk. Probably not it. Axis and Allies. No. All right. So let's look. Like, what is it? Let me catch up with chat now. Let's see. Masters of Crime Mosquito. Anybody know anything on this one? What do we got here? What is it? And yes, ignore my unreads up here. Oh, y'all can't see them. Awesome. I did great. It takes you to Latin America on the hunt for a legendary treasure. What? To play, you'll use traditional apps like Google Maps or Wikipedia to gather information while also collect. Oh, so it's like a murder mystery type. Okay. All right, that seems cool. So it's like Sherlock Holmes consulting detective, I'm gathering. Okay. I mean, Cosmos does those, so that makes sense. They have the Unlock series, I think, or one of the other ones. Okay. All right. Steven says, oh, look, a hex-based game with trains and stocks. I wonder if Heavy Cardboard's going to play this. What game are you talking about, Steven? And yes, even though Mosquito is co-op, it's like that consulting, Sherlock Holmes consulting detective. So, yeah, it's like you're trying to deduce things, and, I imagine. Anyway, hey, look, 18 Royal Gorge. So the designer reached out to me, who is currently at GenCon. He literally reached out to me night before, and said, hey, is anybody from Heavy Cardboard coming to GenCon? And I said, Sarah's there. And he's like, I would like to give you a copy so y'all can play it and stream it or not. And I was like, awesome, cool. So we got that coming. But then he also offered to donate a giveaway copy. So next week, I guess this week, it's Sunday. This week, I'm going to, I guess, run a BGG auction. Did y'all see that? Hold on one second. One of the lights just went out. Just don't go anywhere. Hold on. That was weird. There we go. All right. Behave. All right. So, I think we're just going to do a BGG auction, because I imagine everybody that watches this is on BGG. So it's going to be a charity auction, charity being Heavy Cardboard. So the designer is going to send it to you. He's going to pay the shipping, and y'all are going to pay us, and we get to keep the money. So that was really, really awesome. Denman Schofield is co-designer, and I learned something yesterday. I was unaware of this. Kayla Ross is the co-designer, and she is the first woman to co-design in 18XX, credited at least, that I am aware of. So, yay, that's amazing. Broaden that scope. I think that's fantastic for the hobby. So, really looking forward to this. And this takes place in, I believe this is the Colorado one, right? Which had me interested. I think that's what this is. I should know this. I don't. But anyway, you're going to see that sooner rather than later. I want to. A lot of people are excited about it. Martin Fowler as John, etc. Yeah. Oh, I have a feeling tomorrow something's going to happen regarding the landlord here. So, yeah, I'm not. I'm not looking forward to whatever tomorrow brings. I have a feeling. Anyway. Let's see. Talking Shelf Space. Tycoon India in 1981 is a pretty unusual mix and interesting game. Still working on finding the right take for the review I want to write. Oh, that sounds intriguing. All right, cool. Yeah, like everything about this game looks nice. Like it looks very well produced. So this is published by 18 Wood. They're at the Mayfair booth. So that's why I was thinking it was Mayfair, but no, they're just sharing Mayfair's booth at GenCon. So definitely looking forward to that. All right. Moving on. You know what? How about I actually mark these because I like the Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective. All right. There. Columbia Games. So the father and son Daglish team is coming out, I assume, a block war game. Hey, look at that. It's a block war game. Because Columbia Games. They're known for their block war games like, oh my God. Hammer of the Scots, stuff like that in that series. Richard III. Plays Austria, Britain, France, Prussia, Russia, Spain, or the Ottomans. How many does it play? Plays up to 7. Oh, this is a big one then. Minor players cards, discard, take turns playing a card, moving, building units. Okay. That looks like it's going to get busy. Okay, that's not getting any bigger. I don't know about that one. Honestly, what do y'all think? Hey, look. Barrage expansion. Interested? Okay. This is going to be a very long stream if I'm going to take this much time going through each of these. What is this expansion? Oh, Colorado map. Construction sites for bridges. Okay. Oh, Jakob says, I think I saw a 7-player game of Alliance being played at LyriaCon. What'd you think? Like I imagine you may not have stayed and hovered terribly long, but you saw it. What'd you think? Yeah, Jakob says it's mad that you can play a block war game with that many players without seeing each other's other players' pieces. I agree. Let's go back to that for a second. That's actually a really good point. I didn't even stop to think about it. Like, having that many players, like how... Yeah, I wonder how that will work. I mean, obviously it does, but, it's a good point. Yeah, probably not a game we're streaming. If we're not streaming, then it's not something we're doing. Anyway, we need to play Barrage on the channel. We haven't done it since the campaign, since the Kickstarter. I have not played it since then. I would like to play it. So that is on the list of games that we are going to be playing. So before we even think about, expansions and stuff. All right. So I guess it's a new map, right? Yeah, specific map set on the Colorado area. And introduces bridges. Cool. All right. The Dark Quarter. It's Lucky Duck Games. Investigators solve mysteries while dealing with dark. So sounds like it's not Cthulhu, but All right, here is another role-playing co-op. Yeah, no, we can. Okay. So the Elder Scrolls, this one, Chip Theory Games. Look, everybody and their mother is going to be covering it because Chip Theory works with a lot of various content creators. So I played this 3 years ago, when they had a representative at PAX East, and he brought it. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm big. I really enjoy the Elder Scrolls series video games. So the theme interested me. But if you like this style of Chip Theory game, then I think you're going to probably enjoy this. With you have the chips out on the map, and you're moving your characters or your character around. You have dice on those punched out boards. Like, I don't know how to. There you go. I don't know how to they're like dual layer player boards, but they're the neoprene mats, right? So you have a character, as you can see, and I mean, it was cool. I enjoyed this. This is going to be something for akin to a Mage Knight. I think might be but like multiplayer. I know Mage Knight technically is multiplayer, but it's not. It's a solo game. So I'm interested in it, but I'm not like about it. But yeah, and y'all see that price tag? Y'all see that? That can't be right. Like, okay. Hold on. Oh, because it's not available, so it's secondhand. Okay. Oh, ignore that. Ah! Okay. Well, while we're here, I messed up, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Hold on. Let's bring it back. Here we go. Jeez. Let's fix this. I just messed that up. There we go. Let's try this again. Sheesh. You'd think I was new to this. Yeah, barrage. Happening. Let's keep going. Anyway, there it is. I forgot to hit the back button. Vantage from Stonemeyer Games. Cooperatively... Okay, you lost me. Cooperatively explore an entire planet's open world from first-person perspective. Okay, that sounds interesting. I mean, yeah, whatever. But... from first-person point of view. Huh. Oh, I suppose that's via these cards that are there. Okay. Huh. All right. Whisperwood from Cardboard Alchemy. Okay. All right. Use druidic magic to restore the flora and fauna of a corrupted forest. Oh, Max says no. That's not secondhand. That's the price for Elder Scrolls. Bruh. Max says, I love the game, but yeah. Holy, $270. It's a big ask. All right, let's look into this Whisperwood from Cardboard Alchemy. Ah, the Braves just hit a home run. They're up 4-2. Boo. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Okay, drafting, some sort of deck bag and pool building. All right. It's a bag building game. 2 to 4 players are druids harnessing power of elements. Natural. I mean, I whatever on the theme as far as I'm concerned, but players perform their incantations in turn order, restoring air, water, and earth, partnering with wildlife. Land is strewn with corruption. Have to absorb and purify it to heal the forest. Take too much and your magical abilities will be compromised. Okay. All right. So, I mean, a 2-3 hour game. Sounds like that's in their wheelhouse. For designers, any of those ring a bell to y'all? I am interested to find out more. Okay. All right, Transgalactica, Danielle Ticini, Devere game. Devere's been putting out some really interesting games. Why is Barrage on this list as well, by the way? Interesting. Anyway, let's check this out. Interesting aesthetic. I mean, I don't hate it, I don't think. But that's different. Kind of whimsical. I mean, okay. That is definitely... Who is the artist on this? Edu Vols? Oh, Bitoku. Okay. Yeah, that's why it looked familiar in Terminus. Okay. That makes sense. Anyway. So, okay. Well, it's not rated terribly high, but forgive me, but I don't necessarily trust those things. But, yeah, the artwork on this is... Look at that. You got little puppies? I mean... Oh, apparently the rulebook's awful. So what you're saying is you need me for this game. It's a hot mess. Okay. So that would make sense as the... Oh, okay, right here, yeah. Okay. You know, it'd be cool is if my Reds stopped giving up hits. There's a triple. Yeah. Okay. All right, well, we can look into that, folks. We can, I don't know. The way I see it is, it's kind of my job description, right? Is to decipher terrible rule books. I made it through Stressbotics. Okay, rating's low because the terrible rule book and the contradicting responses in BGG. And all the stickers. Wow, you're really selling me here, Red Eye Ghost and Marthal. All right. Black Orchestra expansion. So this is the other Inferno game, right? Because we have Inferno, this one right here, from Grand Gamers Guild. There. Which we've played, but we haven't streamed yet. We're gonna stream this in the coming weeks, and by weeks that could mean post move, but we'll see. But sooner. But explored 9 circles of hell. Okay. I feel like I've looked at this and dismissed it, or maybe it's a different one. I'm not sure. No, it's this one. Doesn't really look like it's going to be my cup of tea. I assume all these are made out of cardboard, and then you just kind of build it. And I mean, again, it kind of almost has like a Souls game look to it a bit. But I don't think this is going to be Euro versus Dungeon Crawler. Choose your version of hell. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be us. So I think we can fast forward past that. Hey, Galactic Cruise. Like, I mean, we've done it. So we've already covered it. So I don't think we really need to. Really enjoyed it. And the game is meant to be played with the expansions, but that then becomes a very, very big game. More Hero Quest. Okay, if that's your thing, there you go. Hey, look, another deduction game. This one from Pegasus Spiele. All right. Kemet expansion. I mean, we've never done Kemet. Kemet. We've never done that on this channel. If y'all would like to, I'm sure that Matago would like us to. So maybe we could make that happen. Yeah, I'm not sure who's asking for the Hero Quest, but clearly somebody is. They get more expansions coming out for it. Any thoughts on Kinfire? I feel like that's been out. Maybe I've just heard about it for a while. That could be it. Kevin Wilson. Okay. Competitive game of strategy and politics. Member of the council. You've been charged with rebuilding the great city of Dinlux and defending it from the dangers of starless nights. Send your workers, collect resources, upgrade buildings, construct new Kinfire lighthouses. Okay, cults progress. How many players does this play? So, it says 2 to 6, but the community, based on, yeah. Well, okay, never mind. It doesn't have enough votes for that to be meaningful. But apparently, odd numbers, or 1, just don't play it at 2 or 6, apparently. Kinfire Chronicles was their dungeon crawler. Kinfire Delve was an interesting little card game. Council is the Euro in that world. Ah! Okay. Again, dude, I've been totally out of the loop for the last, call it 2 months. I mean, completely out of the loop. So, all right. Whenever I see games that are like tried to be Euros in a set particular universe, I'm a little gun shy that they're trying to. It's not going to be as. The depth isn't going to be there, I fear. But okay, you know what? We'll check it out. We'll dig into it a little bit further. Luthier, I'm interested in playing this and trying it from Paverson. I mean, I feel like we've talked about this a lot on this channel over the course of the last year or so. The look of it kind of reminds me of Crystal Palace. Just at a glance, even though it's one big board in the middle there, but has a seriously oversaturated picture. But yeah, I'm curious about this game. I imagine y'all are as well. I don't know who did a lot of y'all back this on the campaign. The artwork, I mean, it's Vincent Dutrait, so yes, it's also Guillaume Tavernier, but I imagine Vincent Dutrait's going to suck all the air out of the room in regards to that. But looks interesting. I'm excited to try it. Crafting musical instruments. It's a theme that really hasn't been played out or see what I did there? Or overused. So yeah. It is a lot of icon. Yeah, it does look like there's a lot going on in there. But I'm definitely interested in checking it out. Oh, that's way too zoomed, but you get the idea. So Luthier, yes, definitely going to want to check that out. It's good, but wouldn't play it over my other heavy babies, Martin says. Okay. Well, I mean, I hear you. It's definitely a personal taste issue. Not issue, but subject. So I get that. But yeah, I think we're gonna stream it. Sarah apparently has talked to the folks there, and so yeah. Sarah doing some work at GenCon. I appreciate that. GenCon is not a convention that I ever foresee myself going back to. It's just, it's too much GenCon. Oh, okay. Circling back to the Kinfire stuff, Chris says they went the way of naming every game Kinfire. It's super confusing for someone who doesn't know any of the games to get them into it. So therefore, I just ignore them instead. I get that. All right. It's Renegade. Moving on. Pillars of Heracles. Okay. Ape Iron Games. Those are the ones who did Lords of Arnak, right? No, sorry. They did a How, which we did a stream for them. I remember that. Okay. All right. Lots of plastic dolls, it looks like. Oh, quite literally. Oh, no. I think those are wooden. Okay, but... All right, what's this thing about? Let's see. Join us on an epic journey through the archaic period Greece. Heroes are born. Chop, 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 chop. Nope. Okay. You will embark on a quest to build and shape your own city-state, compete against formidable adversaries, navigate the intricacies of ancient Greek society. Okay. Plays 1 to 4. Re-implemented by Son of Heracles. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's a 2025 game. How is this re-implemented by something else? Oh, it's okay. Never mind. It's an upcoming game in that universe. Why is that? Martin says, as a Hungarian, please stay away from this. Why is that? Okay. I mean, we'll see. Martin says, it's just plain bad. It needed more development. Okay, how's that? Another Quartermaster General game. Revenant, I mean, I'm very much interested in anything that Mind Clash puts out. Evacuate a besieged Starfleet, navigating external threats and internal allegiances. Very fuchsia. It's a standalone competitive worker placement game, shifting allegiances, sorry. Set in the Voidfall universe. Okay. Interesting. All right. Yeah. I mean, definitely gonna check that out. So John says we got to do a proper void vault. Yeah, because the game we streamed isn't the game that came out. So I would be down for that. So, but yeah, Revenant. So this isn't until 2026. All right, moving on, but interested for sure. Cooperative game from Vlado Shivato. Interesting, not from CGE, from Albi. Okay. It's a I think we're okay. We can move on. Tea Garden. I don't know if we're doing this one or not for Capstone. Wow, that looks pretty. Looks simpler. Okay. So the designer's now, oh, SETI. Okay. Designer. What's up, OG? I mean, it looks fine. I don't know that is going to really tickle a lot of y'all. Let's just go show more. Okay. So we are now down under the 2-minute time frame it shows here. What do we got here? Voynich puzzle. It's a Danny Garcia. Okay. Okay, this sounds really interesting to me. You'll collectively try to decipher the Voynich manuscript using your copy of the book as the main tool to do it. As the collective understanding of the manuscript grows, you will be able to gradually decipher pages of your book, improving your chances to decode it. The player with the most overall knowledge at the end of the game will be the winner. This looks really, really interesting to me. I mean, a lot. Okay. I'm in. Who's the Salt and Pepper Games? It's a new one on me. They're Spanish. Okay, I was going to say they take other and republish them or localize them. But that sounds really interesting. Okay. I'm in. Wunderwaffen. Strategy game on the final days of World War II. Okay. Set during the last year of World War II when the Normandy landings paved the way. Okay, German army is near collapse, but inside its laboratories, scientists and technicians are designing new and terrible weapons. The Allied players must carefully balance the urgency to rapidly advance towards Berlin and to limit the German scientific research. The German player... So is this all versus many? I'm sorry, one versus many? Because it says the Allied players and the German player. The theme's going to turn some people off, for sure. But that actually sounds somewhat somewhat interesting to me. And I'm thinking of it from a streaming point of view, like I could be the one versus the many. Okay. Okay. I mean, maybe. All right, Angel Share, absolutely. We're going to be doing a stream of this. There's no doubt about that. This is from Capstone / Spielworks. Angel Share is the portion of when a distilled alcohol is getting aged. It evaporates. It's called the Angel Share. But anyway. 2 to 5%. Yeah. In Angel Share, the game, you are a shrewd investor looking to make the most money in a rapidly growing whiskey industry. Purchase barrels, renowned distilleries in hopes of turning a large profit. However, as time goes on, a bit of each barrel evaporates. The Angel Share, which can leave you with a prestigious whiskey or a low volume of a broken down spirit. Okay. I mean, the theme on this is what grabs me. Wow, that looks... Okay, that's limited. But nonetheless, really looking forward to checking it out because of the theme. Arctica. Explore Arctic fauna by creating your own ecosystem. Okay. Okay. Competitive card-driven engine-building Eurogame. That's a mouthful, ain't it? Based on the development of Arctic ecosystems, especially fauna. Features more than 160 animals, and you want to build a viable ecosystem. In the end, the player with the highest biodiversity score wins. What have they published before this way? I know none of these. Okay. That's a limited. It's next year. But I mean, possibly could be. So basically what I'm doing with y'all is I'm vocalizing what's going on in my head. But when I go through these lists, like ahead of, if I were to go to GenCon, this is what I would be doing, right? I would be like, okay, I'm curious, but let's find out some more. So when I stop by the booth, hit it up and find that out. So literally, this is what I do. I imagine this is similar to how y'all do this as well. Hey, look, it's Kalimala again. The new version of this is something, ain't it? It is. Yeah. This was, when I saw this, I was surprised at how prettier they made this, I guess, from the original version. But I have the original. I don't know that I need a reason to get a new version of it. So, hey, look, it's another one from this way. So this is one of their other games. Exploration, 3D tile mining, and collection. Okay. These guys have a thing for the Arctic. I wonder if the brothers are... Nope. The publisher, it says they're French, so they're not Scandinavian, which, John did a video on this. I see it. Okay. Not grabbing me, but okay. Hey, we just did a stream on Raising Chicago. Check it out. So that's another capstone. I don't really need to mark it because Raising Chicago I have, right? and we've streamed it. Planet Unknown expansion. Planet Unknown. Should I know this? I think I'm good. Okay. Did I just mess that up again? Yeah, I did. Golly. Really? Oh my God. You really would think I am new at this. Okay. So, back to Planet Unknown. Anyone have any experience with that one? Above and Below expansion? Okay. So I'm just going to put all these sentences together, or terms. Actualize This, the game, from Devotion Games, and it's about spiritual seekers. Okay. Feel like that's all closely tied together here. Welcome to Earth, human. We wish you best of luck on your search for enlightenment. Oh, hey, Sarah's in chat. That's Board Game Merson. What's up, Sarah? Hi from GenCon, she says. Hi. Hope you're having fun. I don't know what to take from this. This almost feels like a Scientology-ish game. Like, this is... Yeah, I think we move on. Oh, hey, look at that. All right, we can move on. Another Barrage, 5th player expansion. Who's asking for that? More Barrage stuff, okay. Well, wow. A lot of promos for Barrage. So if you were a completionist, you got some work cut out for you for Barrage there. Okay. Oh, the Nile. New river. So we got Colorado. We got the Nile. So, I mean, it makes sense. Just, a lot of rivers in the world. I get that. I appreciate Sarah says, I'm an NPC this weekend, sending people on side quests to go to the GoFundMe. She made flyers, and so thank you. Appreciate that. Battleforge. That's not gonna be us. So, Biomes of Nilgris. No, Nilgiris? Nilgiris. All right, let's check it. What do we got? 60, 90 minutes. Okay. Can be a campaign game, scenarios. Players collaboratively adapt to 2 ever-changing scenarios in each game. Venture into India's surreal Nilgiri biosphere, teeming with unique fauna and flora. Okay, we're conservationists. Aim to discover new species, address ecological issues. Okay. It looks fine. Artwork's pretty. Looks a little simple, I think. Bye, Sarah. So I think we can move on. Not dismissing it, just saying it's not grabbing me. All right, we got Brink from IV Studios. The Moonrakers, which... Have any of y'all played Moonrakers? I have a copy. We haven't played it yet. Is it something we need to delve into? But let's see. Brink here. Moonrakers are on the brink. They've thrown off the oppressive yoke of the Utopian Alliance. Constant struggle, stay independent. It's a worker placement, trading, hidden voting game that brings the world of Moonrakers to a new genre. Combines the strategy and planning of a worker placement game with negotiation and above-the-table play found in Moonrakers and Fractured Sky. All right. Cautiously optimistic here. Any chance we can get a better picture of the... Okay. I imagine this is early on in the game. Everyone's got their own little tableau, it looks like. Okay. This seems like it could be something. Okay. John says Moonrakers, in his opinion, not good. Played Brink last night for the first time. It was good. We'll play again. Not scrambling to play it again, though. So, okay. Your Brink looks interesting to me. Does that mean it's going to be? No, but it looks enough so to pique my interest here. And hearing that it's not terrible is a start. All right. Mark it down. All right. Second edition of Camp Grizzly coming out next year. It's a co-op. So this reminds me kind of as, oh God, what's the solo game? Final Girl. But yeah, no, I think we stick with Final Girl for that theme of stuff. Class of '89. Assemble a radical high school yearbook spread set in the late 80s. Okay, it's a card game. Ladder climbing. Okay. Going a little heavy-handed with the 80s terminology, but if it crosses my radar later on, okay. Campagna, level 99 games, usually going to check out, on the surface at least, what comes out from them. Noel Marte just doubled. No, wow, that was a very long single. Never mind. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. Home run ties it. All right. Okay, there's dice, there's resources, there's tracks. All right, what do we got here? Plays 1 to 6 in an hour to an hour and a half. Take on the role of a fledgling proprietor in Campagna and build your company to become the wealthiest in the land. Hidden dice placement. Send your workers out to accomplish goals. Once the dice are revealed, if 2 or more players are competing for a space, highest die value takes it. Use your workers to grow. I mean, maybe there could be something here. Fernando says, this is why Edward has a successful channel and I'll never even try. I just jumped past 99% of these games. No interest at all. Nice that he has such curiosity. This is how I find, like, hidden gems, right? Like, games that, like, maybe on some level just... Like, if you... Okay, here's a good example. Oranges and Lemons. Not a game that has a name that would, like, scream to you. The artwork doesn't scream to me. But the gameplay was compelling. And it looked somewhat in like on the description of it. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know. This sounds like it could be. And again, we'll always have Millennium Blades. So okay, let's check it out. This sounds. I mean, it's a hidden dice placement. Okay, I'm interested. Creature Caravan. Caravans of fantasy creatures travel through a dangerous land. It's a Ryan Lockhart. It's not really grabbing me. Probably not us. Looks cute. Artwork is very whimsical. Who is that? Oh, it's Ryan's artwork. Okay. Above and below. That's the near or far. That's the artwork that it is making me think of. And yeah, it's probably in that Sleeping Gods world of. I'm sure there will be others that will cover it. Marte stole second. Good. Critter Kitchen. Hold on. Lucky Duck. What we got? Gather ingredients, satisfy food challenges, and impress a celebrity critic. Okay. The meeples look adorable. Look at that. Cute, but no. Okay. Cyclades, reprint, new edition of it. Sure, but it's Cyclades. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, I went past the DC deck building game. No thanks. Dirt and Dust. Yeah, no. No. Dungeon Diners. No. Endangered Rescue 2. As a frog-loving philanthropist, solve the puzzled to save the imperiled amphibian. Solve the puzzles. I think it's just a misprint. Okay. It's part of their 18 escape line of games, each of which pack a full escape room into a tiny package. Okay, it's that style of game. No one has. It has not hit my radar in the least. So there's the escape games. There's all. They're good. I like them. I like the logic puzzles, but. What's up, B? Welcome. All right, let's check. Where are we? Oh, hey! We hit 47,000. Woohoo! Thank you. That's awesome. That is awesome. You know what that means? More thank yous I have to send out today. Happy problem to have. I appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. Let's keep it rolling. Keep rolling. All right. Food for thought. I'm noticing a food theme, like in the last few games here. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it, Jonathan. Says Ryan Lockhart does really great production, but it's all about story and scoring is secondary. I'll buy that, yeah. Dirt and Dust looks like it has some interesting deck building aspects, but if you don't like racing games, I do like some racing games. I have, oh God, it's downstairs. It just recently got a second edition. Formula. Anyway, I do like some racing games. So. But, anyway. Forest Shuffle. Create a lush moor and Hearthland landscape and attract species to it. I think we're okay. I mean, it's lookout games, but I'm feeling like we're probably okay here. Artwork's pretty. Well, hell, hold on. multi-use cards. Oh, sorry. It's Forest Shuffle Dartmoor. It re-implements Forest Shuffle. It introduces terrain. All right. Unique backside. Each of the 180 can be placed face down, creating a bog. Yeah, this actually, you know, and this is why I shouldn't dismiss it. Okay. All right, maybe. All right, that maybe. All right, let's circle back. Talking Shelf Space says, Creature Caravan has a surprisingly good card tableau building going on with some nice dice chucking. Sadly, completely multiplayer solitaire, though. Okay. No, it's not Formula D. Formula 90. Thank you, Red Eye Ghost. That was it. Race Formula 90. Yep. Exactly. All right, moving on. So, Frank's Zoo. This game, Joe Huber turned me on to that. I absolutely want a copy of this. This came out, in 99. So this is a re-implement, and this is a hard game. Don't let the artwork fool you. It's a ladder game. Climbing game. There you go. Similar to Great Dalmatian, Tishu, whatever. The difference here is that the ranks are different kinds of colorfully illustrated animals. Each is scared away only by certain other animals. You absolutely have to icon and card count in this. Players set out 1 to whatever cards of a particular variety, and someone can play onto that pile only if they have more of that animal or an equal number of some other animal that can scare it away. Cool. Hey, John has the original. Yeah, we need to stream this at some point. So yeah, Frank Zoo, good game. Hey, look, it's the Game Makers. I don't have it, but I did, and we have streamed it. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Go watch the stream, y'all. Garden Lake is looks like a simple Uwe game. Relaxing, rewarding experience. It's Cozy Gamer. Oh, hold on, pause. I don't know how the Reds have the bases loaded. Bottom of the 8th, bases loaded, 2 outs. It's a 2-0 count to Ke'Bryan Hayes. A moment. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll do a little play-by-play. Oh, breaking ball. Hits the top of the zone, 2-1 count. Probably not going to be us on that, the Garden Lake. Ke'Bryan Hayes. Yeah! Hit it into the hole between second and third. Diving stop by the third baseman and barely gets the runner at second. Beautiful play at third. Yep. God, he hit that hard too. End of the 8th, 4-2 Braves. Boo. All right. Gems of Iridecia? Probably not. Yeah, I wasn't watching because I had no clue how they got the bases loaded. I just happened to notice that. Yeah, no. I think we can move on. Okay. Golden Cup. Fantasy characters lift the golden... no. Hey! There's... For you Great Western Trail folks, there's an expansion coming out. 2 pigs, a werewolf, and a vampiric boar team up to save Mud Canyon. Okay. Rebuild the castle, assemble an army, and become a legend. Are you drawing on the board in crayon? Is that what's going on here? Okay, 2 to 4 players. It's a comprehensive strategy game in a handheld format. Explore territories, build castles, gather troops, search for powerful artifacts. Each player chooses their own player board and a certain faction. Game lasts for 16 rounds. At the beginning of a round, the first player chooses 4 actions out of the 5 that all players in a round will perform. They write the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the boxes. Oh, this sounds kind of intriguing. Yeah, this sounds kind of interesting. So this is coming out from Hobby World, which means Arcane Wonders here in the U.S. Yeah, okay, it's a dry erase, not crayon, but you get the idea. This actually sounds kind of interesting. Yeah, very cool, innovative game. Mage Knight that you can play on the go. I mean, I'm intrigued by this. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Great Western Trail El Paso is Great Western Trail miniaturized. Like what Vital's doing with Bot Factory. Okay, gotcha. All right. All right, fair enough. Holiday hijinks. There's a lot of them. Okay, another deduction series. Okay. How to save a world. Work on different projects, each with a razor-thin chance of saving a world. I like the premise. Solo game? No? Okay. Worker placement, hand building, resource management. Okay. Arcane Wonders also came out with Furnace, Gary. So, all right, let's keep going. Maybe? Maybe? We'll see. We'll see. Feel like I'm repeating myself a lot here. Hunter v Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter, but you get the idea. So it's probably a 2-player game. No, not really. No. Journey to Tirnanog. Oh, it's another escape room. 1. Okay. Central Michigan University Press, Keeping the Faith, or Keep the Faith. Through storytelling, players create and explore faith as it changes through time. It's about a religion and role-playing. Yeah, probably not us. Okay. Hey, look, it's another Kinfire universe game. Sorry, expansions here. Stitch, level 8. I think we're okay. Okay, I have heard a lot of people talking about this game, Lightning Train. By the way, I want to, hold on, let me see something. Yeah, it's got a lot of thumbs. Okay. All right, so let's look at this thing. Who is it? Direwolf, Paul Denon. That name seems familiar. Dune Imperium and Clank and... Okay. All right. Let's see. It's a bag builder. 1 to 4 players. Okay. Route builder, I think. We'll see. Yeah, that's fine. Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship. What is this? It's a co-op. Okay. Should have given it away. It's a Matt Leacock game. The weight rating on Lightning Train surprises me. Yeah, I didn't even look at that. Let's see what. Yeah, let's hold off on that. Let's hold off on that. 4.0 out of 5. Another Energy or Manhattan Project game. Looks like. March of the Ants. That's an older game. Oh, Evolved Edition. So it's a new version, revised and upgraded version of the original. I feel like we streamed this too. I know I played it. I feel like we've streamed it like years and years ago. Meltwater we're going to be streaming. That is, it's not Amabel Holland. She originally published a Holland Spiel, but Aaron Escobedo is the designer. This is a dark, dark, dark game. But yeah, we, well, I guess technically here. But yeah, we're going to be streaming that for him, for sure. Natera, New Beginnings. Sentient animal tribes explore and take control of a post-humanity world. So 1 to 4. Like, what is it? What are you actually doing in the game, though? Alligator mobilizer. Gecko cleaner. Okay. Cute. I don't know. Not much by way of really telling us what's going on, but all right. I'll look into it down the road. We'll see. Mexican Day of the Dead, Ofrendra. Okay, Osprey Games. Let's see. All right. Not grabbing me. So it's a 1 to 4, best at 2, it says. Competitive card placement game in which you must draft and carefully arrange portraits of your late relatives on your player boards. Fulfill their wishes Make sure to seat them next to their dearest cousin or far from the food they like least. Looks cute, but I mean, okay. Okay, the artwork on Paradox looks really interesting. Captives explore the map they cannot see to escape the paradox. Paradox Island is an adventure deduction game. Lead off right aboard, bottom of the ninth. Still down 4-2. Okay. In which all players except one will be exploring the island that only one player can see. By moving blindly across the island, players will recreate the map, try to complete their mission. Okay, this sounds kind of cool. Actually, this sounds really cool to me. Oh! That was a home run he brought back, but he dropped it. Go! All right, hold on one second. Y'all don't hear this. So instead, it's a long single. First two aboard. Oh, that's brutal. All right, Ellie's up, though. All right, anyway, sorry. This actually seems really cool to me. I don't know if it will be, obviously, but I feel like Tim C is the one that did the art, the pictures on all of this. But this seems really kind of cool to me. There's somebody is bitter. Okay. This, yeah, I like the idea of this game, so I am definitely interested in this. So, all right. Ellie struck out, swinging out his shoes. Put the ball in play, homie. All right. The Peak Team. Coordinate with other rangers to safeguard animals from a wildlife park. Yeah, so what I'm gathering from this list so far, and nothing, no, is that GenCon this year, for the games that we tend to enjoy, so far, a little underwhelming. All right, what do we got here? Another DeVere small box game. Don't sleep on those. We've shown you all that. Phoenix New Horizon. A New Dawn of Humanity. Okay. Designer do anything that I know? No. In the year 2021, after years of seclusion underground, we make it back to the surface. Okay. A Euro-style board game in which players assume control. 2 down, popped out. Golly. Of a team, commandos tasked with recolonize Earth. Accumulate victory points, regenerators, buildings, yada, yada, yada. All right. It's worker placement. 1 to 4. Oh, this came out last year, apparently. Okay. Maybe. Interesting. They are done by... You're right. They're done by alphabetical. Huh. Dice battling worker placement game. where you tame elemental dragons. You had me until the elemental dragons. And the Reds lose. Gah. Gross. All right, we can turn that off. Not coming out till next year. Oh, no. Maybe. We'll see. Another Columbia game, block game. Quebec, 1759. The first war block game ever published. Really? That's cool. But no. I like their system, but I have enough of them. Purchase crude oil, upgrade equipment, manage your refinery to create your fortune. All right. What do we know about refined here, y'all? It's funny. So I want your honest first impression. Okay. Of the 100 or so of y'all that are watching on both platforms, I want to know, when you saw this, what was your first thought? A lot of people that aren't heavy cardboard peeps are like, ooh, looks like a prototype. My first thought is, oh, that looks interesting. Oh, okay. Hey, this looks like up our alley, y'all. What is this main board up here? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. You know, it says 1 to 2 hours. Sure looks a lot more involved than 1 to 2 hours. Look at that. I assume this is his company, right? Bobby Picker. I mean, maybe. Okay. I'm here for it. Because nothing about this, nothing says, ooh, look at me. But piqued my interest. So, yeah, the 60 to 100. So it feels 60 to 120 feels too short for what it was that I was just looking at, right? But we'll see. And I love it. It has 11 thumbs. Whereas some of these have hundreds. So, yeah. Staying true to what we are, y'all. All right, we're there we go. Rumble bots. All against all challenge inspired by auto battler. I think we're okay. Roguelike. No, not my cup of tea. Hey, Shackleton. Pandasaurus is coming out with it. We've already streamed it. I've already played the expansion. I've talked about the expansion. Really enjoy this game. It was a Golden Elephant Award finalist for last year. Sprocket Forge. Right? Exactly, Cool Blue. Cool, we have sprockets. Hold on. How are you going to give me a picture of the insert, but I don't get the actual game? But come on now. Do better. Cool. It's a board where sprockets go. Come on. I imagine you take a resource, you get something or whatever, and it moves all the gears. And okay, it looks like a more complex version of stuff we've seen, but okay. 1 to 5 contracts. There's an interesting set of mechanisms here. What are the +2 more? Modular board as a resource, like, okay, but produce mana, okay. Messy, clogs up your vents, requiring balance earning points with keeping the machine clean. So this tells me nothing, but okay. Apparently it was at GenCon last year. Dice Tower, already looked at it. Okay. But we'll see. All right, maybe. The OP, I'm all set. Timeless Journeys, 18th century Italy in this Euro game of hand building and resource management. Okay. Picture's upside down. No, it's not. The cards. Well, what is going on here? Okay. Oh, 1 to 5, 1 2 hours. Hand management, building, resource management, map movement, set collection. Travel through Italy. Explore art cities, meet with prominent figures. All right. Nothing's really grabbing me, but okay, we'll put it on here as a, hey, we'll see more. Oh, it is a Nestor game, isn't it? Okay, all right, yeah, we'll see. Use magnets to sail the waters of the North Sea as you relive Norse myths. It's a co-op, but it's the idea of how are you using magnets in this game? Compass and magnet movement mechanism, first introduced in the Faceless. Okay, so let's go back to, I'm going to just assume that the designer, yeah, there we go. So just want to see. Integrate it in thematic cooperative environment without making it a gimmick. Prone to quarterbacking, da-da-da-da. Okay. All right, we're good. So, I was about to shoot past Wandering Galaxy. Taking crazy jobs in space, pay off your ship. Sounds like something that there's shows about, and brown shirts and whatever. Anyway, but like cartoon. Yeah, I see it's a co-op, but it says 3 hours. So is it all co-op? Oh, it's a Crossroads game. That is not us. All right, moving on. Lead your clans, epic battle, conquer. Apparently this has been out, or it's 2024. Yeah, something about this is just kind of off-putting. Nothing about this grabs me. Yeah, I think I'm all set. All right, moving on. What do we know about War of Whispers, y'all? 30 to 60 minute game. 2 to 4 players. Okay, it's showing me a bunch of artwork, which usually doesn't bode well. Okay. I did it again. Come on. Sorry, guys. Should I? No, I'm not going to bother. Okay. Let's get back through this. Do. Okay, but you know what? It's an expansion. Yeah. All right, moving on. The Witcher. No, thank you. Love the video game, though. Another chip theory game. Nope. Expansions. Create a new language to communicate from the Stone Age to the futuristic age. Feel like this is the latest shtick, right? Like Amabel Holland designed a game that you have to decode the language to be able to understand the rule book, and like, no. But languages seem to be the new hotness. Gibberers. Invention of languages. It's a word game akin to field linguistics. You know what? The oldest boy would very much be interested in this game. It's a co-op, but I appreciate the idea on this. Okay, Adam says Gibberers is fantastic. Really? Okay. It's a bit of a table hog, but I could see it being a heavy cardboard game. All right. I appreciate what it's trying to do here. Again, Hobby Japan. Or no, I'm thinking Hobby World, but this is Hobby Japan. Interesting. Okay. Age of Comics. I can't remember if this is the one that Derek was telling me about. This looks interesting. I just don't know if it is. It's a couple years old now, it says, but I don't think it is. I feel like this came out at Essen a while back, but the idea of this is pretty awesome. You're running a comic book store. Publisher, not store, sorry. So worker placement, like I wanted to like this one, but I didn't get around to trying it. I feel like Derek had a copy, but I'm interested in it. I think this one came out at Essen, and I think we can move on. Yeah, why do they keep being in alphabetical order as whatever. All right. Let's see. Collect magic pearls as they flow downriver in this kinetic worker placement game. Like it's a literal, like it's, yeah, that's okay. Again, doing something different. Intriguing. Five rounds, play cards, resources. I mean, the fact that it's doing something different with the call it marbles. Interesting. It might be too light, but I want to check out. I want to find out more about this. Oh, you know what? Here, but we'll see. I do this in my real life. I don't. It's an expansion for adulthood. Okay. Ah, sorts by minimum playtime. That's why all the games with a minimum 60 minutes sort alphabetically. Oh, all right. All right, we are going to pick up the pace a little bit here. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of bit. So, here's how this is going to work. Yeah, we're going to rock and roll through these now because yeah, we're gonna not go through every single one now. So ahoy, we are going to be streaming by Leader Games, by the way. So just there. Age of Galaxy, 30 unique factions. I was going to say, Ignacy, this is Portal Games, so 1 to 4. Okay. Looks interesting, but probably will have a terrible rulebook. That is great job security for me. Okay, hold up. Whoa. John, you and I are going to have a talk for a second. John Nelson says, Bagged and Boarded are from the same people as Brick and Mortar. I love Brick and Mortar. So interested because of that. So we broke Brick and Mortar and couldn't figure out why, like how. You're going to have to explain to me why you like that game. Because I wanted to like it. I wanted to stream it for them. But we found it broken. So help me out on that. You're a kid who loves comics? Okay. Stockholding. Okay, so there's a market in this. Okay. Yes. I'm in for this. Cool. Check out more on this one. Coming out next year. The Battle of the Divas. So Ken versus James. Okay. Another Salt and Pepper Games game. Operatic Supremacy. I appreciate the themes here. As a 2-player. I do not know who these people are, but I imagine they are famous in opera. I appreciate the unique theme here. Yeah, I'm in for this. By the way, John, I'm not picking on you. I would like to know if we were doing something like just totally wonky and when we played it. Knights curate their exhibition of wild beasts to impress diplomats of the land. Oh. Artwork looks good, but like that, all I'm getting is artwork on the cards. Usually doesn't bode well. That said, card drafting, tableau building game, become nice. Again, the theme is not at all anything that hits with me, but a lot of depth and replayability. Okay, I'll take a look at it. It's a 26 game, so we'll look into it and see. I mean, now, keep in mind, going through this, doing this, like it'll get refined as things go on, because we're already at like almost 40 games that are mentioned, and I don't know that there's going to be 40 games worth checking out from GenCon. So these shorter games, at this point I'm going to skip over. It might take a minute for that. John's here for Brick and Mortar. I only played it 4, and it's essentially a 3v1 pull back the leader game with table talk and potential bluffing based on your card plays. Yeah, we'll wait. That's fine. And the stores can be swingy though. Yeah. You know what? I didn't get rid of it. I'm willing to revisit it one more time, John. So, okay. Someone gets a nice combo, the other 3 gang up to pull that person back while not sabotaging their own build. Okay. Maybe we weren't coming at it from that direction. That's fair. All right. Okay, as I go through this, now we are going to just peruse. I'm not going to go into every single game like I have been. And I'm skipping the expansions, etc. But is there anything that y'all know of that I'm like that I should look at? Again, skipping the expansions. Probably not something that I'm going to want to do because I'll play fantasy football if I want that, but okay, fine. Maybe. All right, let's go back up. All right, apparently I'm missing stuff, according to y'all. So let's see. What do we got? Dragon Dawn Productions. B&D. Is that Beast and Diplomacy? Okay. Jakob says it's a relatively new publisher. Has some interesting ones. Verdun in particular, but also some misses. It's the biggest game they've ever published. So yeah, I'm somewhat intrigued by that. Habemus Papum. Yeah, I saw that. The Pope one. Let's see where to go. All the expansions, exit games. That one. Big Sound says, me and all my friends are waiting for a live stream of The Other Side of the Hill. Here's what I can tell you. It won't happen before the move, but it will happen in 2025. So yes. All right. Step into the heart of the conclave. Okay, so we're cardinals or cardinal factions to elect the Pope. Okay. All right. All right, John. So why are the ratings so low? Let's see. Let's look at some of here. I was gonna say that's Space Biff, right? Yeah. All right, John. We'll put it on the list. All right, keep going. Inferno, like I said, it's sitting right here, so that's coming soon, anyways. So we can skip that one. Inside Up games. Later this year. Pick up and deliver with a twist, literally. Rotate the temple ruins and manipulate pathways. Okay. And I like the stuff like Black and Key and some of the stuff that they do. All right. Dwarven Council of Law and Order members steer the cases for their own benefit. Another Dragon Dawn Productions game. So they're literally... So this is... Thematic competitive tableau building game set in the same Dwarven society. Okay. Trick-taking game. Players utilize one-carded strategic... Okay. Sounds different. Well, it's rated incredibly low, but why? Okay. Yeah, we're going to put it on the list. So anything an hour or under, I'm just not going to bother with for right now. And then retroactively, y'all can tell me if there's anything I missed here. All right? It's a Knizia from All Play. Reimplements Merchants of Amsterdam. Okay. I don't know about the theme, but it's... Maybe. Oh, look, hey. Oath expansion. We'll be doing that one as well. So if you see anything that you think I need to... this has been out. Bratzia? Re-implements Raw. No. Brainwash humans, abduct cows, and control the town in this 1980s Earth invasion. I know I said I'm skipping the under 60 minutes, but... Okay, this looks cute, but again, like, we're talking about for the channel, so Cinevallo we're going to be doing for Capstone as well. It's a Oda game, Andreas Odendahl. I am learning about this right now. Oh, this looks cool. Sounds good. Time Lancers? Cinevallo has the longest rulebook I've ever encountered. That sounds daunting. Okay. Time travel games. You have to find one that works really, really well. Maybe. Have a good one, Jonathan. Yokohama Duel, if that's your thing. When Yokohama is just too big. Okay. So we get a little 3D built board here. No Luck Rico over on Twitch says Ace of Spades was the hottest game at GenCon. Sold out in less than 15 minutes each day. Just because it sold out that quick could have been they had that few copies, possibly. This looks somewhat interesting. That board does. Ace of Spades. All... Yeah, hold on. I'm going to open up another one and try and find that. Channel your magic through poker plays to resolve dangerous duels. As a poker player, I'm always very, very leery of these. Okay, there. I appreciate the heads up on it, though. I don't want it come across as being dismissive. Just, yeah. Steven says there was a World War I trick-taking game called Verdun that sounded really interesting. I think we covered that. It's on a different one. I feel like it was on the Essen one last year. And this is the one that that Jakob was just talking about, I believe. Yeah, I mean, I love the idea of trying to bring in a theme like this into a trick-taking game. So, yeah, that looks awesome. The game's not complicated, let alone 45 pages complicated for a Cinevallo. Noted. I appreciate the heads up on that, Adam. Did I add Verdun? Yeah, I did. Okay. So, yeah, I'm using this one to search for games that y'all are calling out, and then this one to work our way through. Well, you know what? Actually, everything here is now... Oh, by the way, hold up. I say this. Okay? Look, hear me out. Hear me out. I saw this at the Gathering of Friends. Okay? This is the epitome of cozy games. And there is some really, really adorable stuff in this game. So it's all about, like, basically gathering your books and whether or not you can generate enough. Oh God, I have to go and face people to go out to the bookstore. I'm not selling it well, but I spoke about this at the Gathering on the podcast, and there is something absolutely adorable about this game that I am excited to play. It fits with Jess, and I think, and honestly, the oldest daughter, that I think this is going to hit for the people that like cozy games. So let me see if I can. Here you go. It's not like the most complex of games, obviously. It's from Cloak and Dagger, which they became. I'll come back to there. Where is it? Like, oh, I'm doing a poor job of explaining this, but nonetheless, it is a game I am very excited about. There you go. You see your battery level, so this marker is going to move up, and depending on what it is you're doing, like sorting your books, gives you more energy here, then hey, now I can actually go out and go do stuff. It hits a little close to home, but it is adorable, and I really want to play it. Smirk and Dagger, yeah. So really looking forward to this one. Anyway. So, let's see. I feel like we did March of the Ants, but you know what? We're now down under these, so we're gonna wrap this up. But hold on. Let me. Here, March of the Ants. All right. Maybe we never streamed it way back in the day. We're talking early Denver days. I'll add it onto the list. Let's see what else. No loose ends. Okay. Plan your bank heist with cards from your hand. Win tricks to cover the evidence. I mean, I fully expect Shrey to have a copy of this already, but okay. All right. So yeah, let's call it good there. I think that's a good place to leave it. It wasn't all 600 games. I apologize, but nonetheless, we got a lot of the big ones. You know what? Hold on. Let's recap. Let's look at this. Nope. There we go. So 18 Royal Gorge. Ahoy, we're going to be doing that with Leader Games. Angel Share, we're going to be doing that with Capstone. Frank Zoo, older climbing game that really enjoyed. Luthier, we're getting a copy, so I'm looking forward to showing that one and playing it. Meltwater, we've played it 2-player. Kyle and I were going to stream this for Capstone. A Place for All My Books is just hits close to home, and really, I just want it. Voynich Puzzle looks really clever. Really clever. 12 Rivers has that, the marble worker placement. I don't know how it's going to work, but we'll see. Curious about it. Age of Comets worker placement. Age of Galaxy looked interesting, but I can't remember why. Bagged and Boarded is building a comic book collection, so we'll see how that goes. This is more or less, hey, Barrage, don't forget to stream that for me. 2-player, operatic, Battle of the Divas. Brink looked interesting from IV Studios. Worker placement. Campania looked really interesting as well. It's a hidden dice placement game. Elder Scrolls for the theme. Forest Shuffle, Dartmoor look cute, but also that was the tableau builder, right? I think that's what it was. Heroes Write and Conquer. This one. Think Mage Knight on the go. I don't know about it, but intriguing. Inside Up games, to where you're going to rotating the tiles and stuff. We'll see how that turns out. Basically anything that Dragon Dawn Productions is putting out right now looks interesting. Justice is a trick taker where you have to steer lock cases, but dwarven, because obviously. Kemet and the expansion, Kinfire Council. We'll see if that hits for us. March of the Ants. Adam says we need to revisit it. Another puzzly deduction game, akin to Sherlock Holmes, Consultant Detective. It's Masters of Crime. No Loose Ends, Trick Taker. Paradox Island. This thing is one person sees the map and everyone else is trying to map it. That looked really interesting to me. Most of the games that Devere are putting out, I'm very interested in. Phoenix New Horizon looked interesting with that. Refined. Probably the biggest surprise to everybody watching this, myself included. A game that looks way bigger than maybe it is. It looks like a prototype, but we'll see. We'll see. Looks very involved. Revenant, the latest from Mind Clash. Transgalactica. What was that? Was it's worker placement set in the world of Voidfall, right? Was that it? Or no, that's Revenant. Sorry. Oh, this is the one with the horrendously bad rule book, people are telling me, but interested in it nonetheless. The Verdun trick-taking game. Whisperwood looks interesting from Cardboard Alchemy. Wunderwaffen, it's the many versus one. World War II. Gibberers, it's a language invention game. Ace of Spades, we'll see. It's a poker themed game. Arctica, there's nothing about it, but we'll see. We'll follow it along. Create your own ecosystem in the Arctic fauna, with Arctic fauna. Beast and Diplomacy. Dragon Dawn Productions, but it's their biggest game. We'll see. Obviously, all of these are we'll see. I don't need to keep saying that. Sorry. Citrus. That's when we... Oh, this is the 3D board. Like 3-layer, 4-layer, whatever that is. We'll see. Looks kind of interesting. Habemus Papum is the Pope. Players are the Cardinals voting for the Pope. How to Save a World. Just the premise on that. I like. Fantasy football board game. I have very low expectations. The games that This Way are coming out with are either going to hit or miss, obviously. So we'll see. This is more or less my reminder of it. Lightning Train, a lot of people are talking about it. We'll see. I'm skeptical, but we'll see. If I say we'll see again, I'm going to give everybody a free game. Merchants of Andromeda, a reimagining of Merchants of Amsterdam. Natera, New Beginnings. Sentient Animal Tribe game. Pillars of Heracles. Somebody told us that it needs more development. To be determined on that. Portamentals. Dice battling worker placement game. I think it was just the... Oh, it was that picture that intrigued me. Silos. We're abducting humans. We're alien races. And abducting cows or brainwashing humans. Okay. Sprocket Forge. The Sprocket gears looked interesting. And Time Lancers. It's a time travel game that hasn't been done real great so far in board games. And Timeless Journeys is Nestor Mangone. We're going to give him the benefit of the doubt and check it out. Now we're done. Whew. That was a lot. For this being a quick little stream, it went longer than I expected. But hey, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully y'all got something out of it. All of these are to be determined for the simple fact that I haven't played any of them unless, like, stuff that is finally releasing that is releasing here in the States. I'm excited for folks to be able to get Shackleton Base and others. But yeah, should be fun for the next year. See what else is coming out and see what comes to Heavy Cardboard. So I appreciate the support. Thanks for hanging out. Consider supporting the GoFundMe. The link is in the chat, pinned at the top, and the graphic is, right there, the QR code. Certainly would appreciate the support, y'all. And I will be back on Tuesday. Tomorrow is Family Day. Looking forward to spending time with them. I'll see y'all on Tuesday night. Take care, everybody. Bye.